Mesdames et messieurs, bonjour, bien bonsoir, n'importe quel côté. Nous toujours à côté vidéo, ça yo, les nous faisons. Et nous faisons, nous portons au baou, c'est parce que nous voulons comprendre ce qui a passé dans le monde là actuellement. Nous sommes capables de dire et bagaille un petit peu très difficile ce qui a passé dans le monde là, tout partout dans le monde là, le monde est un petit peu bouleversé maintenant. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, Kai, for always there to always support my video. And it doesn't matter where you watching me. And then I know every country have different language, but please, Guy, understand that you're not there because of the language. You're not there because of what's going on. But everybody needs to know what's going on. And I believe everybody see what's going on right now in the world. So we're not going there to talk. YouTube not allow you to talking about the war and whatever it's that. So we're not there for that. But we're just there and to see what's going to happen. And everybody know United States right now is a new election coming. It was coming. There's a new election was on November 5th this year. So this month, right? This month. So everybody is thinking of. It's a lot of questions. One question is asking right now, what's going to happen next year? Which will be, every time the new president of the United States elects, he will be installed in January 2025. That's the time he's going to take over the power. He going the President Biden, President Donald Trump going to take over Joe Biden. So the question is, you guys know there's a war going on everywhere. There's a war, Israel, Hamas, Hezbollah, whatever it's that, whatever you call that, Ukraine, Russia, going on for almost 3 years from now. So everybody's question asking now, what's going to happen when the President Trump take over in next year? So everybody's watching what's going on right now. Everybody's watching what's going on. So we're not going to go there that much. We leave that. So we're going to talk in here in the United States, and everybody's worried that coming in January 20, and when the President Donald Trump is running as a president to replace Joe Biden. So what's going to happen? There's a big problem here about immigration. It's a big problem, guy, about immigration law. And then we don't know that much about immigration, what's going to happen. But only thing I would say, and God is in control. God would know what's going to be happening. And then I understand the president-elect Donald Trump, he could say whatever he want to say. Maybe when he take over the power, things going to be different. Things not going to be the same. I understand he's a human being. And then this country, they need immigrant. This country cannot run without immigrant. Immigrant is made this country what this country is today. I understand if somebody coming in this country, you're doing something you're not supposed to do for the country, don't respect the rule and everything. If they send you back, you should not be a problem because you don't respect the rules. You don't do what you're supposed to do. If you commit a work to survive with your family, that's what you come before. That's what you're supposed to do. So we're not going to discuss too much about this. Everybody knows that 2025, which will be after the day after January 20, or maybe the day January 20 going to be. And the President Trump say he going to call he say he going to call a state of emergency in the whole country, on the whole 50 states. Why? Because he say he will try to do a mass deportation. But there's one thing we need to know. He been saying illegal immigrant without no document. That's what he been saying, right? So he been saying illegal immigrant, the people without document in the country. So if you don't have no paper, so you may be a patch to deportation. Is that something that happened first time deportation? I don't think so. It never make that much noise the way the president-elect does it. But it's something always does, deportation. Mesdames et messieurs, nous disons bonjour, bien bonsoir, ça dépend du côté où vous écoutez vidéo. Et nous pensons qu'il y a plus d'inquiétude dans le pays blanc américain, aux États-Unis spécialement. Et côté président qui est élu, qui était là déjà, qui va retourner encore, c'est pour la première fois, mais tout le monde comme ça, c'est pour la première fois que ça fait dans le pays aux États-Unis. Un président élu pour un mandat, après ça, il ne va pas jamais retourner encore. Il va être là, il a pris l'action, ça qui a écrit le livre, ça qui a fait speech, qui a marché de l'autre côté. C'est comme ça que nous connaissons le président américain toujours fait. Mais c'est pour la première fois nous voyons que le président allait, après 4 ans, il était à la première fois pas bon, il retourner encore. Au commencement, et là, tout le monde a posé la question, est-ce que nous pensons et président Trump, former président, which is elect president now, can he win again? Can he coming back again? He does. He went and he coming back. Right? He won again, he won again, he won, and he does coming back. First time that happened. The same thing. He say mass deportation, mass deportation. Of course, a lot of people have to be worried. A lot of people leave their country to came here. Some place is for safety, especially in Haiti. Haiti, what now? Everybody came here because Haiti is insecure. The country is in deep trouble and security, and because of the gang member, blah 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 blah, and everything, Haiti is in bad shape. So to send somebody from Haiti going back to Haiti, that person, I don't know, but it is very sad for Haiti. Mesdames et messieurs, nous connaissons le monde entier et à penser, là on parle de masse de déportation, il n'est pas simplement inclus en country, il n'est pas simplement son seul pays, c'est un pile pays dans le monde là qui a monde aux États-Unis. Ça dit que depuis moun sa aussi 24 dans pays qui est légal dans pays là, moun sa capable faire avec ça la déportation parce que le président américain le dit 1er janvier, excusez-moi, le 20 janvier, après le fin installé, le 20 janvier, il va déclarer ça un state emergency dans tout territoire pays et national et United States là. Pour que ça, pour le capable de déporter moun yo. Mais pour que ça qui c'est sa première bagaille, qui sont priorité président américain, c'est comme ça il fait campagne, c'est sur ça il basé campagne, c'est pour déporter moun et qui a un programme qui est président américain et qui est actuellement président Joe Biden, il devient avec qui est le programme humanitaire. Programme ça, il était toujours critiqué programme, toujours dit programme là, son programme qui est illégal, moun sa capable de faire moun illégal, il dit moun sa c'est moun déporté dans l'autre pays, yo vinn dans pays ya, moun sa yo gen tout genre de moun là-dedans yo, lui même et puis il prend pouvoir, il va déporter yo. C'est comme ça que fait campagne. Alors si c'était comme ça que fait campagne là, c'est normalement, avant le prêter serment, il doit continuer à parler de même bagaille là. Est-ce qu'elle a délivré? Est-ce qu'elle a délivré 100%? Est-ce que ou bien non? Est-ce que ça l'a dit, ça va pas faire fait? Nous pas dire non, pas capable faire. Alors nous simplement penser seulement ça qui ont des gens très nous te dit très nous pas de dire on bail qui nous senti qui vraiment insulte et côté grand pile monde qui quitte pays yo qui te gen ti bien yo vend yo quitte pays yo juste pour qu'acheter un vivre qui on côté qui a plus sécurité puis capable vivre avec famille yo et puis après un nombre de temps pour entrer dans le pays et puis après le temps il capable déporter yo. M'a répéter ça dans niveau communauté haïtienne. Haïtien les vinn dans pays on l'autre pays il pas fait président il pas chercher comprendre système qu'on a vivre là. Nous en Haïti gen même devise là tout laisser une loi un executive order pas qu'à renverser une loi mais laisser un executive order qui fait executive order qu'à renverser executive order ça me le dit pas là en Haïti nous on ça décret lorsque le président de l'avant prend un décret son décret ce n'est pas une loi son décret rete son bagay on te ka une sorte de privilège président bail avec de monde dans pays a li font décret ici aux États-Unis executive order dans décret ça est-ce que l'autre président peut venir, il peut exécuter ou bien peut continuer travail ça ancien président là avant de faire ou bien peut exécuter lui. Par exemple, ça me le dit pas là. Par exemple, président américain qui c'est président Joe Biden, c'est lui-même qui est président pays actuellement. Président Joe Biden, il a signé un executive order pour te finir avec sa relais programme humanitaire. Qu'on y a là, si président américain qui peut venir au pouvoir le 20 janvier, après le fin prêter serment, il fin installé comme président pays, s'il signe un executive order pour programme président Biden, automatiquement, il fin signer décret, il fin signer executive order pour aux États-Unis, en Haïti nous dit décret présidentiel là. Depuis le fin signer décret présidentiel là, le 20 janvier, le jour après le film prêter serment, ou bien le même jour, la prêter serment, le signe exécutif order, automatiquement, tout le monde ça yo, qui est entré dans le programme là, yo vini illégal. Écoutez bien ça dit, oui, parce que haïtien, yo pas jamais entendu, le fallo ton bagay, yo tout dit, oh, c'est jalousie, c'est tout le monde c'est ici. Lorsque le président si un exécutif order aux États-Unis, en Haïti, nous relèvons dans l'autre pays, peut-être la France, de l'autre côté, nous relèvons décret présidentiel. Décret présidentiel là, n'importe décret présidentiel qu'a renversé. Automatiquement, président américain, si un décret présidentiel là, le 20 janvier, automatiquement, tout le monde qui vient sous programme humanitaire, président Biden, tout le monde ça, li voye illégal. Ladies and gentlemen, so the president-elect, President Donald Trump, he's coming out and saying the day one after he installed as the president of the United States, which should be next year, 2025, with January 20. That's why he's going to start as the president of the United States. He's going to take over the power. He said the day one he elected president, he taken over the office. He will sign executive order. He will deport all illegal immigrants. Guy, listen good. He say all illegal immigrants. That means if you're in United States, you have a paper, you got paper to work, whatever you got, it's fine. You should not be worried about it. You should not be worried because anything immigration is giving you. For example, there's a lot of people here who got a work permit. Work permit, guy, good thing is work permit. This person came here to United States. When you come in, immigration is catching you. They probably put you what you call detention. Detention means you've been there for a couple of days, maybe for a couple of months, and after a while, they interview you. They say, okay, well, everything you say is okay. So what they do, they give you a paper to come here to work until you get your legal document, until you get your green card. So that means if you're talking about illegal immigrant, why would you be worried about it? This is illegal immigrant. So understand that. When people are talking this, they're talking, he going to deport everybody. Come on, guys. How you going to deport everybody in the country? He say he going to deport immigrant and people, the criminal in this country. Anybody who think you was doing something illegally here in United States, when he sign off the executive order, it will be affect to you. N'importe qui dans le pays aux États-Unis, le moment président américain a signé executive order, tout le monde qui dans le pays a dit qu'on a fait bagay ou pas doit faire dans le pays, malgré ou tal devant la justice, il dit que c'est ça qui fait le parler de citizenship là also. Dès que plus le monde a dit, il a déporté citizen, il a déporté tout le monde, everything. Guy, this is not right. This is not you. I don't know why anybody would say that. He can't do that. So remember that. I said that before. Okay, je dis ça avant. Là, on dit a déporté illégaux immigrants avec monde qui est illégal dans le pays. Sous dans le pays a bon papier pour travail, ou travail, immigration te kembeo, li lageo, l'el kembo lago, l'el finit bon papier pour travailler dans le pays. Même là, il y a pas de illégaux immigrants, ou pas supposé faire consulter pour ça, parce que ou bon papier dans mon pour travail, ou que tu avais licence dans main, ou que tu as pour travail. Et therefore, you should not be worried. Mais ça n'a pas dit encore dans le niveau communauté par nous, toute nation qui a parlé aux États-Unis. Sous gouvernement Donald Trump là, ou bien administration Donald Trump là, qui va venir, lorsque un monde sorti dans quel pays, Brésil, Argentine, ou bien Panama, n'importe côté en Haïti, n'importe côté où sorti dans le monde là. Par exemple, ou gon visa dans le monde, gen un visa de commerce, gen moun qui gon visa étudiant, ou bien gon visa whatever. Soit gon visa pour venir régler bagage ça, Jean l'état balil ou bien en diplomatie whatever. Lorsqu'on gon visa dans le monde, ou à vivre dans l'autre pays. Écoutez bien oui, dans le gouvernement Donald Trump là, lorsqu'on vient avec visa, par exemple, ou enceinte ou font ti moun dans le pays ya, sous gouvernement ou bien administration Donald Trump là, lorsqu'on fait ti moun ça dans le pays ya, li dit que li pas autorisé pour bay ti moun ça un certificat on baptistère comme un ti moun qui c'est un ti américain qui fait dans le pays ya. Premièrement pour le fait, il faut que yon nan parent yo soit yon nan parent yo, écoutez bien oui, yon nan parent soit le green card nan men, ça relève permanent résidence là ou bien yon nan parent yo citoyen américain. Écoutez bien oui, parce que nous connaissons surtout au côté la caille non. Et nous connaissons plus haïtien qui a un visa dans men yo, un visa de commerce ou bien un visa d'étudiant et puis yo vini peut-être yo gen pile nan yo connaissent en Haïti, yo fait ti moun aux États-Unis. Écoutez bien oui, moun nan li gon visa étudiant, li gon visa de commerce nan men li ou bien un visa de touriste whatever, li nan men qu'on a li en Haïti, qu'on y a puisque elle gen visa nan men, l'entrée elle vient fait ti moun aux États-Unis. Sous gouvernement Donald Trump, même bill l'hôpital là, yo mandé faut payer. Sous pas payer bill l'hôpital là ou pas arrêter dans le pays, faut couper bill l'hôpital là. Qu'on y actuellement, li fini avec encore, li retourne avec encore, de pour faire dans le pays. Yon nan parents ça yo, pas des moun qui vivent dans le pays, moun nan pas résider dans le pays, ou bien pas il pas un citoyen américain dans le pays. Ti moun ça yo pas bal baptisé comme un citoyen ou bien comme un citoyen américain. Deuxièmement, il parle de citizenship là. Yo dit que dans citizenship yo, m'pon pile nan nou ap gade, ça ka passé, yon a plus gros billionnaire, na plus gros millionnaire dans le monde là, milliardaire dans le monde là qui c'est Elon Musk. Nous tendez ça ka passé à travers l'immigration dans le pays aux États-Unis. Actuellement, il est entré ici avec un visa. Il travaille sur visa qu'il pas doué, c'est ça pour tout le monde comprendre. L'entrée avec un visa étudiant dans le pays aux États-Unis. Ou pas un visa pour travail. Vous pas autorisé pour travailler dans le pays. I don't know, je ne sais pas comment tu dire ça. L'entrée avec un visa dans le monde aux États-Unis. Si c'est un visa étudiant, un visa de commerce ou de touriste, vous pas autorisé pour travailler dans le pays. Par exemple, on vient avec visa touriste de commerce. L'elle vini, l'irrité, automatiquement irrité ou illégal dans le pays. Vous venez avec un visa de commerce, sauf que vous faites demande, pas devant l'autorité immigration, ou demandez ou tout pas qu'à retourner, ou une persécution politique, qu'on a fond asile, qu'on a automatiquement, vous dites ok, pas de problème, ou carité dans le pays. Je ne sais pas comment on dit ça. Surtout dans le domaine de l'immigration, en plus dans mon immigration qui a fait l'immigration, les gens qui viennent devant, ça plus important, c'est ramasser l'argent, c'est faire l'argent, et c'est plus important. Même pas parce que c'est rien qui est important. Mesdames et messieurs, nous ne pouvons pas aller trop loin. We're not going to. Guys, listen. I'm talking about the visa. The people who come here to the United States with the visa. If you came here to the United States with the visa in your hand, the visa, either the visa for student or the tourist visa, that means this country doesn't authorize you to work in this country. And everybody see what's going on what now with the billionaire Elon Musk with his visa when he came here. I'm not going there. Fine. So therefore, if you came here with a visa here to the United States, your husband probably live overseas, your wife probably live overseas, but you come in to have your baby here in United States, that baby gonna be your citizen. With Donald Trump will be coming in power in 2020. I'm sorry, 2025. I want to say 2020. 2025. That means this baby would not allow to have a birth certificate as a U.S. citizen. Make it clear. If you came here with a visa, you come in here with a visa, or maybe you're pregnant. The visa is for a tourist visa, a visa for student, and you have your baby here. That means that baby not gonna have a birth certificate as a U.S. citizen. But that don't mean that's gonna happen. But guy, that's why his proposal coming out in January 2020. Guy, I'm gonna let you listen to him, guy. I mean, I'm doing enough talking. I'm gonna let you listen to him. What he said he gonna do the day one when he take over the power.
It seems like all of those resources have dried up. The support's no longer there. We had an expansion plan about 6 years ago that we had to pause because we have to wait for our customers now to catch up with the inflation, the supply chain issues still, because we as a small business, we can't double our price points, although the cost of doing business now is 2, 3, or 4 times what it was just a few years ago. So we've had to get creative. Our industry, probably 30% in the dry cleaning industry, never survived COVID. And just recently this summer, I was contacted, my wife and I, by another local dry cleaner here in West Palm. They were asking advice. So husband and wife been there for about 35 years. Their lease was up and the landlord was doubling their rent, which would have meant that that's what they've been paying themselves for probably the better part of 20 years. So they had to make a decision. Do they hand the keys back, or do we get creative, work together, pool resources? And so what we did was we figured out the right price point for them, but we did their cleaning for them, at least until we figured it out. And so they were not able to pay their operations. They couldn't keep that going, but they were able to save.
But they're very tough and very fair. I mean, look, they united in order to take advantage of the United States. That's why they united. That's why they formed their coalition. And that was done to take advantage of the United States. So we know how to take advantage of them. We're going to take it back. We're going to take it all back. Those countries, many of those companies will be coming back. They'll be coming back because when they're told that they're going to have to pay a 25% tariff or a 50% or 100%. We saved our steel industry when I imposed large tariffs on China steel coming in. They were dumping steel here by millions and millions and millions of yards of steel like nobody's ever seen. Our steel businesses were going out of business. We can't lose our steel industry. If for no other reason, our own security is. We need steel. If we go to war, we're not going to go to war. We're not going to have World War III. But if we ever go to war, you better hope that we have a steel industry, or those beautiful tanks and everything else that we need to make won't be made. The planes, the tanks, the whole thing. And I saved it by imposing tariffs. They were dumping it. I think they were dumping it in order to destroy every steel plant would have been closed if I didn't do what I did. And we happen to be taking in, billions of dollars. In fact, it's so good that Biden has been trying his best to end it, but he's unable to do it. Too much money. It's been too much money. They're paying a fortune. But I would have had it a lot different. And we'll get along with China. We'll get along with Russia. We'll get along with everybody. We had the fake Russia hoax, which took 2 years. And then they came out with a report that we did absolutely of this election. She broke it. Can't let her go. And I'm going to fix it. And I'm going to fix it very fast. And on the illegal, thank you very much. Thank you very much. On the illegal immigrants that we'll be taking out of the country, as you know, we're going to be taking them out. And if they come back, we have laws that will be immediately enacted where they serve 10 years in prison. They won't come back. And if that's not long enough, we'll have to do something else. But we don't want them back. They're not going to come back. And as you know, we're asking for the death penalty for any migrant who comes into our country and kills an American citizen or a police or law enforcement person. Because we have to protect our police. Our police are under siege also at numbers that nobody thought were possible, the worst they've ever seen. It's very hard to recruit. And really for not just the danger, it's hard to recruit because they don't have the spirit anymore for our country because they're being led with people that are spiritless. They really are spiritless. They can't instill spirit. But so that's any citizen, they get killed, it's a death penalty, and that includes police or law enforcement officers.
Let me say that here. And because ça qui passe dans le pays blanc américain, lui-même il a fait pays. Lorsqu'il a fait pays, et ça, le président américain a dit, depuis le monde sont immigrants. Et premièrement, depuis ces immigrants, ils ont déporté. Ou pas qu'à retourner aux États-Unis encore. Si vous retournez, la bonne 10 ans en prison, s'il pacifie, vous êtes capable de prendre l'autre décision ensemble avec vous. Deuxième bagaille là, il dit comme ça, lorsque un immigrant entre dans le pays, ou tuer un Américain, ou bien ou tuer un police, ou faire vous dans la prison. Parce que ou tuer un police américain, ou tuer un Américain, ou faire vous dans la prison, parce que vous même y a fait pays, nous même la caillou, nous tuons police, et bravo nous battre, c'est quel content qu'a fait, parce que même si le pays a fait, et ça fait, c'est comme ça, vous avez pays marché. En nous côté.
But we're going to revive our economy. We're going to use a system of very fair, very reasonable tariffs. As I said, so powerful. We never used them. I used them. China paid us hundreds of billions of dollars, and no other president's gotten 10 cents from China. China had a free ride, but so did many other countries. European Union is taking advantage of us. They don't take our product, and yet we take their product all over the place. We take their farming product. We take their cars left and right? BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Volkswagen, millions and millions. They don't take our cars. I said to Angela Merkel at the time, Angela, how many Chevrolets do we have in Berlin? Why? I don't believe you have any. I said, you're right about that, Angela. Well, we're going to change it. But the place, we take their farming product, we take their cars left and right? BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Volkswagen.
Do their job. Health and Human Services did not do their job. The Biden-Harris administration did not do their job. If they would have done their job, made that one phone call to El Salvador, my daughter would still be alive today. Kayla was a very beautiful young lady inside and out. She was independent, learning to become independent. She had 2 jobs. She overcame obstacles dealing, with autism and was able to find a job that she loved. She loved animals, especially her cat Oreo, and she cared about the homeless. She loved God and she loved going to church. And her life was just ripped from her 3 days after she celebrated her 20th birthday. Thank you for having me here today.
Thank you, Tammy. And we will not forget Kayla. She's looking down. She's very proud of Mom. Kamala's cruel and immoral actions on our border are actually disqualifying, in my opinion. She's unfit. She's an unfit person. And she knows this is going on. She never called anybody, including the 13 soldiers that were so needlessly killed in Afghanistan with that horrible moment in time where our country was just lost all respect from the whole world when they saw that. That's one of the reasons that Putin went in. He would have never gone in, ever. He wouldn't have gone in. I ended his pipeline in Europe, no problem. And what happened? Biden comes in, he proves it right away, but he kills the Keystone pipeline. Putin never would have come in. And he didn't. by the way, for 4 years. There was never a threat that he was going to do that. But he saw weakness, and I think a lot of it was seen in that horrible period of time. She is also aiding and abetting the cartels, allowing vast quantities of deadly drugs to pour unchecked into our country. And remember this, they now have an app. You call the app and you bring whatever you want, you bring them over, they'll tell you exactly. Can you believe it? They have an app. And they have airplanes, big, beautiful Boeing airplanes flying back and forth over our border. They were saying, where are those planes coming from? Where are they going? They were loaded up with migrants. They're dropping them out in the Midwest. They're dropping them all over the place. And I will tell you, if you look at Aurora in Colorado or in Springfield in Ohio they dropped 32,000 illegal aliens. They tried to give them legal terminology, but it's not. Illegal aliens, 32,000 into a 50,000 person town, beautiful town, no problems. And now they don't know what to do. And they want to be nice, and the mayor wants to be nice. His big thing is to get interpreters, because they don't speak English. It's very hard to get interpreters. And he's trying to get interpreters, but in the meantime, they're taking up the hospital. So when people from Springfield would routinely be able to check with a doctor, go to a hospital, they're unable to get in, they're packed. The whole town has changed, and this is happening all over our country. Aurora probably is an even worse situation because you have the meanest, worst gang from Venezuela in the world, probably, maybe as bad or worse than MS-13. And they've literally taken over the town. They've taken over large sections of the town. They've gone into the real estate business. They've taken over apartment complex. They took over a number of complexes where the people are paying them rent. They've become the landlord. Isn't that nice? And they're rough, tough people, and they have the latest weapons. They have military quality weapons, and everyone's saying, where did they get them? We got to get them out of here. We're going to get them out fast. We're going to get them out fast. So today, I'm announcing that for the first time under my administration, we will be seizing the assets of the criminal gangs and drug cartels. And we will use those assets to create a compensation fund to provide restitution for the victims of migrant crime, and the government will help in the restoration. The government will help in the restitution, but something has to be done, and we're gonna get it done. Kamala has also caused untold misery through her destruction of our economy. Our economy is not, this is just, it's like a fake economy. Some of the best people on Wall Street are saying the economy is only good because I don't want to say this because other people have said it. It's not me saying it, but they think Trump is going to get elected. That's the only reason our economy is good. That's the only reason the stock market is up. Scott is here, I think, someplace, and he's one of the most respected people on Wall Street. He's actually made a very big point of it, that be immediately enacted where they serve 10 years in prison, they won't come back, and if that's not long enough, we'll have to do something else. But we don't want them back. They're not going to come back.
My heart, trying not to lose my mind.
Up for it. It seemed like the support was there.
But really, perhaps more than anything else, it's a campaign of hate, a campaign of absolute hate. And, you know, I said yesterday that she's a vessel, and she is a vessel. It's a very big, powerful party with smart people, have to be smart, but it's vicious, they're vicious, and they're perhaps even trying to... Soldiers should have been there, they shouldn't have been home watching, except for a small group, and many of them got killed, and large numbers, nobody ever mentions the arms, the legs missing, gone, the face just obliterated. Nobody talks about them. I talk about them all the time. But I want to thank you, Christy, and we'll carry Nicole's memory in our hearts forever. The full consequences of Kamala's 4-year reign are almost to death with a telephone cord in her home Kayla's murderer was an illegal alien, MS-13 gang member, among the most vicious gangs anywhere in the world. I took him out by the thousands, thanks to ICE. I'm going to protect ICE. Kamala wanted to defund ICE. We didn't have ICE, we'd never get anybody out. They're tough and they're smart and they love our country. But an MS-13 gang member who was apprehended by Border Patrol, but under the policy, very tough people. These criminals make our criminals look like nice people. And she let the more than 13,000 convicted illegal aliens, nobody would have let these people into our country. And remember, they came out of the worst prisons in the world, the meanest, nastiest prisons in the world. And when she says that she wouldn't do anything different, does that mean that she would have let 325,000 long, hard? I've been on the road or campaigning for 58 straight days. I haven't taken a day off. Travel. And I won't be taking one off. We have 7 days to go. You can be sure I won't be. And do many, many things and take care of these wonderful people that served us so well. So we did good. We had a 92% approval rate, and they've been in the 40s and the 30s, and now it's heading back in that direction, I'm afraid. I hear they want to dismantle everything. And it's almost like you'd say, why? Why would they do that? Why would they do that? And yet they'll spend, devastating. And the response was the worst since Katrina, but really a lot of people think it was much worse than Katrina. It's still, they haven't shown up. They're not in North, they're not, tell you who can tell you about that, all the people that follow us, including the people in the campaign, but including Secret Service, who has been working very, very hard. I will tell you, they've really been working very hard.
Sorry guys. Mesdames et messieurs, thank you very much for everybody who always watching my video. Guys, don't forget when you're watching the video, guys, always give me a thumbs up, guys. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel, guys. Guys, YouTube sent a report. So many people, 97 people watched the video. They not subscribe to the channel. Guys, subscribe. You don't subscribe because you like me. You don't subscribe because you want to support me, and I will support you back also. That's all it is, guys. You give it to me and I give it back to you. When you stop by, guys, please leave me a comment and like the video, share the video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, guys. And I think that's it for today. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much, guys. Continue to support me, and thank you so much, guys. My video is coming out, and I hope everybody's coming and share, like, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, guys. May God bless the world. May God bless everywhere in the world. May God bless everybody. Merci beaucoup tout le monde qui toujours prend plaisir pour regarder et petit bout de vidéo ça allait nous faire lire, très important, surtout nous parler sur le domaine immigration, sur le domaine de protection qui va le faire, sur le domaine premier 100 jours président américain, qui ça va le faire, comment ça va lier, qui genre de monde lui proposer pour mettre monsieur pour le déporter dans le pays. Et nous disons ça déjà, il y a plusieurs catégories, nous gapi haïtien qu'on a parlé de il y a déporté citoyens. Il y a des citoyens, il dit depuis où il y a papier dans le pays, tout le monde qui est légal, il n'y a pas qu'à déporter au monde qui est légal. Il dit que sous des citoyens là, c'est pas un autre qui gagne, il y a chercher, à le faire recherche, il y a le garder pour voir, peut-être dans la prison, il faut pas qu'il pas de bon, on a cherché il y a retirer le nom. Il pas dit est-ce qu'il y a des poteaux, il y a beaucoup de carreaux bac, mais que ça fait, même parce que depuis venir dans le monde, il faut pas qu'il pas monter baoul, il y a retirer le nom. Alors c'est ça aussi, il parlait sur le domaine de l'immigration. Et c'est fort, nous avons tout le monde qui a parlé, et tout le monde qui est dans le pays, soit dans le pays, ou pas de papier dans le monde, ou pas gagné dans le monde, et peut-être dans monde qui devient dans programme humanitaire Biden nan, si moun sa te gen marié avec un monde, il te changer statut dans l'immigration, même les moun sa yo ta voyé tourner la Kylie, mais moun sa ka retourner encore parce qu'il pas fait rien qui mal, il simplement déporté, mais faites attention. Il dit s'il déporte un monde ou pas qu'à tourner le pays encore après 10 ans. Mais pas n'importe monde le dit là. Il y a des gens qui fait des bagailles, des gens qui sont des criminels, ils ont déporté, ils ne peuvent pas retourner, mais ils doivent déporter dans le pays ou pas qu'à retourner dans le pays sous-tourner, ou qu'à tourner sous-tourner, ou à prendre 10 ans de prison. Mesdames et messieurs, merci beaucoup tout le monde qui a regardé la vidéo. Pas oublier, partager la vidéo, share, quitter un petit commentaire pour moi. Et puis pas oublier, abonner avec la chaîne là. Sous faire découvrir la chaîne là, sous podcast abonner avec lui. Merci tout le monde, que bon Dieu bénisse Haïti, que bon Dieu bénisse tout le monde qui vit dans le monde. Nous passons bon Dieu lui-même, lié en contrôle monde là. Nous pas besoin de peur que Dieu en contrôle. Merci beaucoup, ciao ciao. I see you again on the next video, and another video will coming out anytime soon. Thank you so much, guys. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, share, like, and subscribe. Thank you so much, and that's it for today. And I'll see you for on the next video. May God bless you all. Thank you so much, guys.